Yeah, sure. Well, the America's Cup is, it's set down for March the 6th next year in Auckland. Is there any word or talk about that perhaps being delayed or postponed or pushed back?
No, the Kiwis have, Dalton and his team have basically consistently said we want to hold the Cup on schedule, and the New Zealand government have been quite silent on that, which is frustrating to ourselves, the Americans, and to the Italians. They haven't sort of come out and said it's definitely on. And the other thing that they haven't done is Australians don't need a work visa to work in NZ, but they haven't told us that they're going to give us work visas. So we don't know when we can enter New Zealand. And yet we're already needing to get a sort of a forward party of people there to get the base set up, start things happening. So it's New Zealand government, all governments have got more important things on their plate than the America's Cup, but we're hoping they could spend a moment to give us an indication to tell us when our work visas can be processed and when we can get into New Zealand. And it's hard for us to plan without that advice.
But I see the American Magic have bitten a bullet. They've put all their assets on a ship this week and shipping them to New Zealand already. I mean, that's a pretty big gamble, isn't it? I mean, whether they'll get in or not.
They're hanging it out there, yeah. They're hanging it out there, and they're getting a bit shitty. They're getting a bit shitty with the Kiwis, who don't mind playing a competitive game. So I don't think they're in any hurry to tell us when those visas are going to be issued and when, in fact, you can go to New Zealand. There's no question that when you get there, you're going to have to quarantine for 14 days.
Sure.
But I'll just stress, the New Zealand government obviously have done a good job locking the place down. They've got to protect the population first and foremost, and our event may not be high on their priorities, but it'd be nice to get a little bit of news so that we can plan with some surety,
Yeah. Well, Grant, tell us about these new boats, these AC-75s. I mean, we've never seen them before.